What's going on, guys? I'm here in Western Mongolia. No, I'm here in Central Mongolia, actually. But we will be off the grid in Western Mongolia on this series. And obviously, you haven't seen those videos yet, but you will. And in those videos, you'll see that we don't have electricity for a long time. But we got through it. And we're already here in Central Mongolia, like 13 days into our trip, and not once have we struggled to have battery life on our electronics. And as you can see by this table, we have a lot of electronics. We've been filming so much footage. Greg's here with me. Greg's shooting the B-roll, so be sure to go subscribe to his channel to see the behind-the-scenes stuff that he's filming. And yeah, basically Greg's kind of in control of making sure everything stays charged and everything stays backed up and shooting the B-roll. So he's doing all the work, and I'm just having the fun. So I'm gonna kind of talk about how we're making that happen on this trip and how we've survived these, I guess, 13 days while only having electricity one day. And it's been through some energy conservation, but also some energy creation, and it's been a lot of fun actually doing it. I gotta jump in because I forgot to say somewhere in the video that this video is sponsored by Squarespace. Head over to squarespace.com/Brendan Benson to get a nice discount on your first purchase. So I'm going to walk you through all the gear that we need to charge on this trip and then show you how we're charging it. So in fact, let me get rid of the lenses because we don't need to charge lenses. 100 to 400, 50 millimeter f1.4, 35 RF 1.8, what is that? 24 to 70 2.8. That's it for lenses. So the things we need to charge. Greg's filming this on his EOS R. We need to charge that, obviously. Greg's GH5 obviously takes batteries. He's got the Zhiyun Crane Plus, I believe that is, that also takes batteries, of course. I have the RP, which I'm using to vlog on. I also have the R that needs to be charged. Phones, Greg's got a Huawei 20 something. I've got the Pixel 4 in this awesome case. Then we've got one drone. There's actually two drones, but we've only been using one. So one Mavic 2 Pro, one obviously remote control, and then there's 5 batteries that I didn't put on this table because there was no room. But we've got 5 batteries for the drone. Drone batteries last about 25 minutes, but the reality is you can really only get 20 to 23 out of them. I think that's all that needs to be charged. Oh, and this power bank. And this power bank is the key to our future. This power bank is by Goal Zero. It's the Sherpa 100 AC. And what that 100 AC means is essentially it does AC power. It kicks out AC power. So it's got those 2 skinny European plugs. And so you can charge things like camera batteries and drone batteries and laptops with it quite quickly. It says it is 25,600 milliamp hours. 94.7 watt hours, and essentially what it's meant is that with this fully charged, we can charge a laptop 2 times, we can charge a drone battery, we can charge like 3 drone batteries more or less, and we can charge about 5 EOS R batteries, we can charge about 10 of these RP batteries or the smaller batteries or the Lumix batteries, and it means that we're totally charged. But the reality is, when you're offline as much as we have, you can't just survive on one of these things. So what's cool is we have solar panels. This is also by Goal Zero. And in fact, you know what? I'm gonna make a blog post. There'll be a link below in the description of this video to a blog post that I've written that's gonna include all this gear so to show you guys how we've done photography off the grid here in Mongolia. This is also by Goal Zero. This is the Goal Zero Nomad 28 Plus. And this charges up to 28 watts in that if it's in the sun like this, it'll suck in about 28 watts worth of electricity. This connects, it can connect in 2 ways. It can connect to the Sherpa 100 AC and like build this power bank, or it can charge with a USB. It can charge, you know, anything that charges with USB. So cell phone or a different power bank or anything. I've been finding, it's called the 28 Plus, I've been finding the max that I've been able to suck in is about 18 watts. So it doesn't reach 28, but 18 is fine. And I'm gonna jump you back to the field in Western Mongolia to show you us using this in, you know, in the field. I've been breaking down again, running wild through the night, texting you at 4 a.m. Okay, so we're just having lunch, and this is kind of how we've been using this. The Goal Zero Nomad's out. This is the Sherpa. The Nomad's charging this. It's really sunny, so this is the best it's done. But it's reading 18 watts in, which means 3.8 hours till full charge. I guess that would be 5 hours for like a full charge for the full thing. This one's only at 34%. So basically every time we're out at lunch or stop for coffee, I pull this out and get a little bit of a charge. Greg just charged his entire laptop with this thing, and it sucked about, I think it was like 50% of the juice of the battery. So it's coming in handy so far. Yeah, I'm gonna get a suntan, just the same as the solar panels do.
I've been breaking down again.
The backup process has been pretty fine, to be honest. I mean, Greg's been doing it, so I don't know how fine it's actually been, but it's been quite fine. We're not only just backing up for ourselves, but we're leading a workshop here in Mongolia, so we're actually like backing up for everybody else as well. And we've been able to do it on the I almost hit myself in the face. Almost all of it on Greg's Dell XPS 15 with a couple hard drives. You guys know I use mostly SanDisk SSDs. I also use these. This is a Lacey hard drive. This is 4 terabytes. Will take a lot of stuff. So we've been backing everything up on this. Greg also uses Samsung. This is the T5 SSD. So he likes to edit when he's out in the field a little bit. So he's been able to edit with our power system. Yeah, the Samsung portable SSD T5, I think this is 1 terabyte, right? Yeah, so you use that. I tend to use the SanDisk ones. I think there's a little bit of shadow, so Greg's gonna crank up the exposure. There's clouds moving in and out, so the exposure's changing. I'm sorry about that. Charging. This is like just an AC adapter that charges USB. Been using that a lot. The Canon is an American style, so we have an adapter for that. One of the participants also has an adapter that goes right into USB for the EOS R batteries, which are the LPE6. So we've been charging with USB as well, directly from the power bank. Greg's got his Zhiyun Crane batteries as well, and we've been using, again, the power bank for that. I honestly think that's all I need to talk about. The backup's been easy. It's been a little bit of work. At the end of the day, we go in, we dump all the files, we leave them on the hard drive or on the SD cards and the CF cards and whatever else we have, and we've been backing them up. And to be honest, it's been not as much of a struggle as we thought. I don't think there's been a single day that we've been like, hey, we're out of batteries, we're in trouble, we can't film anything. My cell phone has suffered a little bit, but other than that, we've been good. And that's it for the gear. So I'm gonna talk about the sponsor. The sponsor is squarespace.com. They're awesome. You can build basically an entire photography website which is ready to go with selling and, you know, a portfolio and a blog and everything really fast. In fact, next week's video, I think that I'm going to do that. I'm gonna basically live with no cut, build a website on squarespace.com that is ready to go for a photography website in 30 minutes. Because you can do it, it is that easy, and I think everybody should do that. So head to squarespace.com/BrendanBenson, and you'll get a discount on your first purchase. As for us here in Mongolia, we're kind of ending in live time, but in vlog time, we're just starting. The adventure's still starting. Lots of adventures in Western Mongolia with eagle hunters, with epic mountains, and with quite a few misadventures coming up. So be sure to stay subscribed, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.